It's in the diversity that we see our abilities to connect and overcome.
It's great to see you today on the Raven's Nest, finding hope and spirit in these interesting times. And don't forget to subscribe.
It's it's so ridiculous because truly what the main thing we have going for us, not only as humans but on this planet, is biodiversity, is diversity. It doesn't work for everything to be the same. It doesn't work in nature. So let's just stop with that. It's just it's kind of crazy. Like it's one of those things like the Orwellian speak of the opposite of reality. So it's absolutely not real. That diversity is bad. Diversity is essential. How we mate as humans and make more humans. You have to be from diverse groups, right? You can't, brothers and sisters can't have a kid.
Right.
It doesn't work. It ends up very bad. And so on plant wise, right, you got to have diversity. Everything is about diversity. That's what matters. And so they can try to make people believe that, but it won't stick. Because diversity is the thing.
Yeah, talking about diversity reminds me of something that my dad said. And my dad was very conservative Christian. But he would say, you know, when I look at trees, I'm convinced that there's a divine. And I said, Dad, why do you say that? Why do trees convince you that there's a divine? And he says, because there's so many different kinds. And that had to have taken an intelligence to do that. Because all the trees do the same thing. They turn carbon dioxide into oxygen. Why would we need different kinds of trees unless there was a divine? And it's like,
yes,
wow,
I like that.
you know, what an interesting thing. But, you know, that's true for so much in our world when it comes to diversity, is that whole concept of it's in the diversity that we see the divine. It's in the diversity that we see spirit. It's in the diversity that we see our abilities to connect and overcome. But yeah, you know, and so that was that's one of my fondest memories of my dad. And we often had a lot of friction in our relationship because I was not what my dad expected as a child and as a person. But by the same token, in many ways, I do think that we share a lot of similar values regarding the way in which spirit works in the world and the way in which the divine works in the world, whatever you want to call that. He called it God, and I call it spirit. We share many of those same ideas, though, that the world is important. Saving our climate is important because it connects us all. And if we don't do that, if we don't save those things, if we don't work towards making it livable for everyone, then
We're all doomed.
it's such a pity. It's such a waste of our potential. It's such a waste of our potential, you know. And so sometimes, you know, that is one thing that I do hold on to, is this idea that it's in our diversity that we have strength, and it's in our diversity and that we have caring, because that shows that we are truly capable of caring. When you can care for someone who's different than yourself.
That's one of our superpowers. We're absolutely capable and good at it.
Absolutely.
And to be talked into trying to quell that part of us is dumb.
We're glad you joined us today on the Raven's Nest, finding hope and spirit in interesting times. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you like what you hear, give us a big thumbs up. We'll see you next time.